let me know if you can hear me and see me. I'm sure you can. See if I can open it up over here. Live, if I mute that. Now, you can see comments. There we go. That's it. Mr. Mawson, hello. Keith, evening. Barry, evening. Adrian, evening. Dane, evening. Mr. VXR man, evening. I can see them on that screen. On the disappearing screen over here, what we got? I've had a bit too much to drink. Keith, evening, yeah, I can see that. Bon Scott, evening. Let's wait for a few more of you lot to turn up. David, evening. That's well trippy. I've got I've got a laptop over there, it's delayed. Right. Better mute that as well. Right, we need to find all my questions as well. We'll get to that in a minute. Who have I missed? Dave, evening. Logan, evening. Tom, evening. Got the private plate sorted yet, Tom? No, I've decided I've got an old, well, I've got a couple of private plates. I bought one for my recovery truck and I've put it on. And I've got an old vapey number plate that I might put on my van. Stu, evening. Dave, love your van, that's sweet, thank you. Steve, evening. Darren, evening. Ken, evening. Bluefold, evening. James, evening. RB Cleaning, Skegness, evening. Tim, evening. Real Life Gaming, evening. Laura Jarvis, hi Dad. Who's on your account? It's my daughter. John, evening. Ian, evening. Jim, evening. Just bought a Transit Custom last night. Can't believe how well it goes. Looking for advice on the body kit. They're all trash. Good luck fitting it. They're a nightmare. Mark, evening. Vaping Builder, evening. Kev, evening. Carl, evening. Dave Jenkins, can't see you. Can everyone else see me? I can see me on the other screen over there. Kev, evening. Jim, Tony, Alan, evening. Bear with, I'm going to try and find questions. Instagram, Facebook. Get that one Insta, there we go. That one now. Comments. That's it. Share them, and if I go over here and open up, I'm closing that because it's doing my nutting. Let's open up some YouTube comments and Facebook comments. Bear with. So I'm on my iPad, live on the iPad, but I'm using the iPad camera's much better and the microphone than the MacBook. So last time we went live on the MacBook, it was rubbish. So it'll be under that. And it should be somewhere down here. Comments, there we go. Let's read them, most relevant. All comments. There we go. Right, we have questions. We have a YouTube random comment picker. We have the link we need.
Morning.
Yeah, it's supposed to be muted and all. That. Oh, let me go. I'm all organised. Let's get to some of your comments on here. Let's try and find it. Right. Where do I get to? Alan Lee, Fairhurst, evening. Jonathan, evening. Scott, evening. Love this channel as usual. Still got a unit or strictly mobile. Scott, you need to catch up. Sold the workshop, well, sold all of the stuff that I didn't want or use in the workshop and someone took lease over. Jamie, we can see you, sweet. Alan, evening. Stuart, evening. Dave Jenkins, must be me, you're back. Okay, might have been your internet. Silvermane, evening. Dave Cook, evening. Alan, please, you got no Easter eggs to tease us with this time. I have. There's a bag full over there, the rest are in the cupboard out there. Malcolm, evening. No, I haven't got the Mark II, that went. Taxman done me. Andy Spencer, evening. Ken, evening. Andrew, evening. Andy, evening. Steve, on the other live, so in and out of both, no worries. Evening. Jamie, evening. Stephen, evening. Still more organised, yeah, I am for once. Frozen 2 in the background, Dad, yeah. I can still hear it. I'm sure my missus is not watching that. Andrew, evening from Ukraine. Just mate was in the car watching you. Kev, evening. Rich, evening. Love 500. Oi, evening. Mark, evening. Stu, Mr. Love 500. He is in the building. Paul, evening. Right. Tell you what. How many we got on board? 65 of you. Alright, leave a comment, you choose what questions you want to go through. Should we do Facebook, Instagram or YouTube first? I'll read some, I'll answer some questions first before we get to the live draw. Let me know what you want. Barry, what project would you like next? Don't know, I'm half tempted to get a classic mini. Si's got one, my mate Dave's getting one. And I might get one to do up. Can't fit in them, but I might get an automatic one so the missus can drive it. Why are you coughing out there? She's laughing, can't fit in them. Bluefield YouTube first. Ken, any? Vaping builder first ever job. We'll get to that in a minute. I want to know what questions we want to read out first. And my first ever job was spraying. I was about 14 when I started learning how to do spraying. Grant, get echo off the two systems. Oh, I've turned that one off now, so you shouldn't get no echo. It's probably the telly in the background. I did turn that down. Drop an MG Metro lump in it. Andy, I was thinking more of a Honda VTEC Turbo. John, you've come back with Insta. Mark said Facebook. Jeff, I'll get back to you in a minute. Right, alright, I'll tell you what we do. I've got Facebook opened up on this screen here. Let's just do some questions off here. Something new. Best of luck. Tony, thank you very much. Alice, right, Alistair says, I'm worried you look like you're enjoying posing in your tripped up van too much. Tony Lewington, what happened to the Ford Transit van you turbocharged? Dave got bored, never used it really. Well, Dave went out in it, I never really used it and decided to sell it, so that's gone. Okay, Kevin Gray, how do your customers respond to you asking to use their electricity for repair? To be honest, every customer I've had has been fine. When I'm quoting a job and they want to go ahead and book it, I ask them if there is a plug socket available. Everyone said yeah. My pal's been on the road for over 8 years now, and he's never had a problem with plugging in. My first initial thoughts were, oh, I've got to get a generator and do this and do that, but after doing a bit of digging and having a look and asking and speaking to a few people, hardly any people run generators. Some do, don't get me wrong, but it's a massive space took up in your van, and to be honest, I can't see it being an issue. If it does become an issue, I'll look into getting one, but in all the years my pal's done it, he's never had an issue. Other people I spoke to have never had an issue, so I hope that answers your question. I don't intend on putting one in the van unless I have to. If it is a problem with plugging in, then or it causes me continuous problems, then I'll look at getting one. But for now and for the time being, I'm just going to carry on asking if I've got a plug socket available and if I can plug in. So that's that question done with. Dave Cooper, great vids as always, thank you. Oh, your videos, not your detail. Attention to detail, thank you. Well, not that many. Standard for me. You've had a day. You've had less than a day to put some comments down on that one. Oh, jeez. Right. Let me catch back up with here. Jeff Cole, hi Grant, how far do you travel? Essex and Hertfordshire, really. And if the job's worth the money, then I'll travel further. Look, if there was a, I don't know, 400 quid, 350 quid job in Cambridge, I'd go drive to Cambridge. Or if it was in Kent and it was worth 300-400 quid. This is the thing, right? If you can do a bumper corner for a couple of hundred quid, 175, whatever, you know, you do one in the morning, one in the afternoon. If you've got to go drive for an hour to do a job and then do the job and then drive back another hour, you're not going to squeeze the second job in. So it's only feasible to do, if the job was a 350 quid, 400 quid job, then it's feasible to do it. I don't mind travelling, it's one of them. So if the money is in the job, I will travel further if I have to. Terry, did you say, Evening Grant, did you say no more Mark II? Transit looks great, lovely alloys, good luck with it all, thank you. Yeah, Mark II went, I'm afraid. Missed YouTube questions yet, we get to them in a minute. Ken, high blisser lump, yeah, I'd love to do a rear wheel drive mini with high blisser in. What's that?
Someone put, I'll be watching tonight while it please in the lounge with a trippy wallpaper. Only joking, Mrs. G, it weren't me that chose it.
No, it wasn't. It chose the wallpaper. Paul Yates, would you ever have a Ford Focus RS? If one was a bargain, then yeah, I'd consider it. Not really my cup of tea, too modern for my likings. Right, let's get to some of these YouTube questions for you guys. Still wait for some people to join when we've been on 14 minutes. Nearly 70 of you. Should be thousands of you by now. Right, there's 65 of you right now, 66 of you, only 24 thumbs up. Get down there and hit the thumbs up button. Let me find these.
There you go.
Right, Ken Ken Mac Ritchie, I believe that says. Any chance of doing a smart repair series for newbies and DIYers? Gun review, plastic repairs, masking and blending. Only found your channel a few weeks ago, really enjoying the content, keep it up, mate. Yes, that is on my agenda. So I've been planning sort of videos, because I can't just continuously do this job, that job, this job, that job. I want to do things like that, so step by step teach you how to do a paint blend, how to do a clear blend, things like that. When I've got a plastic bumper repair to do, show you the process, that, you know, from start to finish, how we go about doing it and what equipment we use and why. So there'll be plenty of different type of videos like that, trying to mix it up, because it gets very monotonous doing the same thing for you guys and for me all the time. So yeah, there will be sort of videos like that. We might do a series, don't actually know. As for gun reviews, it's very difficult. I've got quite a lot of spray guns, but spray guns can be a very I don't know what the right word is. Is it a personalised thing? Like, you might really love the new Welcome minigun. I've not tried it, my mate's got it, and the results are not that great with it. But in my hands, I might love it, and it might be brilliant, don't know. I'm using my DeVilbiss DV1S miniguns, and I really like it. I've got a lot more tweaking to do with my clear coat gun. I've got one for clear, one for base. It's a little peely for my liking, but that's down to me and using it. And obviously I haven't had the best start this week weather wise. When I've done the Jag bumper, I was about 3 inches away from the panel, pulled the trigger, and the clear coat went 90 degrees straight down the street, didn't even touch the panel. So hoping next week I've got a slightly bit better weather and I can start dialing in my gun. But yeah, as for gun reviews, I'm not going to go out buying £500, £600, £700 guns, but if any spray gun makers want to send me some to review, by all means, but be warned, I don't beat around the bush. If it's pony, I tell everyone it's pony. If it's good, I tell everyone it's good. But it is a very individual thing, you know. Some people can't get on with like a Satterjet, for argument's sake. The old school Satters used to be absolute cannons, and now they've kind of refined them when they've brought out the eye pattern. They've kind of refining the atomisation, and it's much more of a user-friendly gun in my opinion. I used to spray with well, Satter 2000s, Satter 3000s and 4000s back in the day, and then I bought the new 5500X phaser. Didn't like the feel of it. It sprayed really nice, but I didn't like the feel of this phaser in my hand. So then I went out and bought the limited edition X5500. Oh, I can't remember the name. True Soul it was. And I gave that a go a few times. Weren't quite feeling it. I preferred my Iwata over the Satter. So yeah, things like that. Yes, we probably will have a look at things in the future, and I probably will do some gun reviews, but it's so difficult with guns. From a new person's point of view, if you're thinking, oh, what spray gun shall I buy? Shall I get this cheap, I don't know, FLG5 for argument's sake, and you're a brand new painter? Anything will do, but the better gun you can get to start out with, you'll have more success than if you bought a cheap Chinese fast mover gun, only due to the atomisation. You'll never achieve the finishes you want. If you're really experienced and kind of know what you're doing, you can pull off an alright finish with a right cheap gun, but half the battle is in the atomisation. You pay for the quality of the gun and the design that goes into that gun, and I'm presuming there's loads of other research behind it. So as far as that goes, I would always say try and get, like, loads of people ask me, oh, I've looked at this gun, I've looked at that, and I'm like, look, even if you go out and get yourself a second-hand GTI Pro Light, for argument's sake, it'll be better than you trying to get good with this cheap thing that you're trying to. I'm not against cheap guns. Listen, I've had gazillions. This is just through experience of having crap guns and then getting better guns. And then spray guns become jewellery when you're a painter and you've been painting for many years. Yeah, you just end up having loads. So I hope that answers your question. Who's next? Lee Richardson. Loving the new Venture Grant. How is it painting outside compared to your booth? I've got better finishes outside all week in this weather than I have ever had in my booth. I hope that answers your question. I'm as gobsmacked as everybody else, but it's come out very clean. Other than the jag that I've done in the 40 mile an hour winds, there's quite a bit of dust went in that one. I had to flat polish everything. Mark, would you ever take on another person to work in the workshop, or maybe do mobile stuff and you do the workshop work, i.e. expanding the empire? I haven't got the workshop's gone. I've got my old workshop, I've always had my old workshop, and I'm not really going to recommission it. I've still got my fan and everything in it. That's only if I have to, maybe in the future. I'm not 100% sure, but I will keep that. I'll keep sort of stock there and things like that. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm on my first, I've done my first week out on the road. Hopefully many more weeks to come, months, years, whatever, you know. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Aaron, what's the biggest job you could tackle on the road? Full side respray, question mark. Also, are you using 1K or 2K? Good luck with a new venture. Thank you. The biggest job I would want to tackle on a road really is a sort of smart repair, a bumper corner, maybe a middle of a door, you know. I'm not saying I won't do bigger jobs as time goes on. How big do you define as big? I mean, every smart repair I've ever seen or watched seem to do bigger areas than a smart repair should be. A smart repair should really be no more than, I think it's a foot by a foot, basically, but it never happens that way. Yeah, I mean, like tomorrow on Monday I've got I'm doing a smashed up rear quarter on a Volvo and a bumper corner, so technically that's bigger than a smart repair. I wouldn't want to paint the whole side of a car out on the road, no, because you can't control the elements. You might be lucky and have no dirt in it, and you might be unlucky and have a sandstorm in it, and then you've got to flat polish every inch of it. So it's not ideal, that's for sure. And I don't use any 1K products. Well, I say I don't, I actually do, but stock up things like that. But yeah, all of my products are sort of 2K or UV. I hope that answers your question. Right. Blue Fold. Grant, would you consider doing a review on car tech products in the near future? Love the channel and the content. Always on point and always answer questions. Keep it up, mate. Thank you. Do you know what? I've not moved over. I've still got my other compounds and stuff, but I always go back to 3M. The Fast Cut Plus Extreme is a good compound, but I still panel wipe between sets and what have you. And there is some fillers in. Apparently they've tried to remove the fillers from this newer one. That has got a good cut, and I've moved over to the Car Tech, sorry. And what I've found so far, I probably will do some form of review, but what I've found so far, I don't always flat and polish with 1500 grit. It's normally 2000 grit. But sometimes you have to buzz through with 50. how do I explain it? So if you get a load of crap and 2,000 don't cut it, you have to go down to 1,500 to, you know, to get it out. And then I find that the Cartec struggles a touch on 1,500 marks. But anything 2,000 above is excellent. The gloss just from the compound alone is excellent. And then when you move over to the 9,000, it's phenomenal gloss. And then the 12,000 is phenomenal. Really, you don't need 12,000, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, we will get to that in the future. I want to at least get halfway through with bottles and get right familiar with it and use it a lot more. So yeah, that may be coming up in the future. We'll look into that. What have we got next? Richard Weston, great content on the van. Are most of your jobs from subscribers at the moment? No, hardly any of them from subscribers. I've been hammering Facebook a little bit and been paying Google for like a pay-per-click campaign type thing, but I don't actually think I've got a lot of jobs from Google. I've got some, but a lot of my inquiries come via Facebook at the moment. It may change in the future, but yeah, I have done some subscribers jobs. People have found me through YouTube, but I don't really push my YouTube on a personal sort of level. I never share my own videos on my own Facebook and things like that. Yeah, I've just never been like that. Shed UK, did you consider getting a Jenny so you can be self-powered? I think, yeah, someone else just asked this. Yeah, I looked into it. First of all, I thought I had to have one, but it weren't until doing my own homework and talking to people, realised that I don't really need a generator. And like I said a minute ago, we'll cross that bridge when we come to that. I just ask when I'm booking in the job if power's available, and it hasn't not been available yet. Stuff. Do you feel you're doing as good jobs now? You're on the road, apart from the obvious no booth. My work's never changed, as in my process. And yeah, I mean, I've kind of got my regime and I just sort of stick to that, and I try and achieve the same level of finish wherever I am. And I'm absolutely shocked at how clean my jobs have been so far. I'm not saying they're always going to be clean, because I haven't been out there working in dead still calm conditions. I haven't been out there in dusty conditions. Like, there's so many factors. So at the moment, yeah, pucker. I can't complain, but yeah, I won't never do a worse job than I would in the workshop out on the road, if that makes sense. So my level of workmanship won't change. I'll still give it 100% and do the best job I can do, whether I'm out in someone's driveway or I'm in a workshop. So that won't never change. It's just learning to adapt, because in the workshop you can just shoot your car up and not worry about it. Out on someone's driveway, you have to worry about it. It has to be taped down, tied up, magnetic down. Like, there's so many different factors being outside. It really like does your brain in. You've got to really think. You can't just throw a sheet over something, because you turn your back for 1 second and that's all stuck to your paint. Like, you have to really think about how you're doing things. You have to plan a lot more. I'm finding it really challenging, but in a good way. So yeah, I am doing as good a job as I would do, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Mr. VXR man, I will be watching tonight, but please not in the lounge with that trippy wallpaper. Only joking, Mrs. G. My question is, how many cars have you owned over the years? All the best. Just two, mate. Just two, and they were given to me. My friends gave them to me. Yeah, that's it. I've only ever had 2 cars. Yeah. Hope that answers your question, mate. Don't want a divorce this month.
What
No,
was that?
she knows anyway. I can't even begin to count
It used to have a new
how many cars I've had. Hundreds.
thousands.
Alright, maybe thousands.
You used to have a new car every 2 weeks.
Right, John WD40. Do you feel less stressed now you are mobile? You certainly seem a lot happier since you left your unit. John,
Spends my time with me.
I am less stressed. I don't think it's because I'm mobile. It's because I think all of my what's the right word? All of my stresses have been took away now as such. Everything's done and dealt with, and I was under a lot of stress and pressure, and I went through quite a lot last year. And I don't care who you are, how much money you got, when you get into that sort of trouble with them people, it's not nice for anyone. And then now it feels like I haven't got any more worry. Loads of people, I can see the next question here, and I've been asked a gazillion times. Loads of people are like, oh, why did you give your workshop up, blah, 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 and all this. And I'm like, I'm such a simple person. I'm not. People might see that as a dream to them. Where I don't care in that way. I do care, I know, but what I'm trying to get at is when you're busting your gut all week, 7 days a week as well, to pay all them bills and all them outgoings, come home with hardly anything. And you're forever panicking, worrying, and that kind of. I'm one of them people. I don't like being in debt. I don't owe anyone nothing. Everything you see me own, I own. Like it's mine. I don't like worrying whether I can pay the bills this week. You know, I'm one of them people. And now I ended up reaching my maximum sort of amount of clientele that I could get up onto that farm. The farm's a bit of a piss-off, excuse my French. What killed it for me was looking at my Google Analytics and seeing the amount of people clicking on the map and not phoning. That is what done it for me. And I was just like, you know what, I think I'm fighting a losing battle unless I go strap up, sign up and go get a posh workshop on a proper industrial estate and pay $5,000 a month, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? And people would just come to you happily. I was continuously under stress, worry, I suppose anxiety, like panicking, like, you know, oh, am I going to be able to pay the bills this week and stuff like that. And once you have a couple of quiet months and you're topping up yourself out your own pocket, it starts worrying you a bit. And then that's what made me, it picked back up, but that's what made me delve into my advertising-y type stuff and the analytics and things like that. So when one of my mates mentioned going mobile, it wasn't even in my head. But when that question was put to me and I looked into it and I was just like, you know what, it kind of makes sense. And then I went through everything, and then here we are a few months later, now mobile. It's like the minute I signed over that workshop to the new guy that's in it, and then walked away with a bag of money, like all the bits that I sold, and I had all my van done and kitted out, it was just like a massive weight lifted off my shoulders. And now I'm like kind of jumping for joy. Done 4 days work and earned more than I did grafting for 7 days there, like double. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I am happier because I'm not stressing no more, and everything's sort of a lot easier for me. My bills at home for a large family are fairly low, and I could earn that in a day, technically, depending on the job. So yeah, John, I hope that answers your question. Finley, how long have you been in the game? What do you think of ABBA? I presume you're asking about ABBA as in the music people. Dancing Queen, yeah. Alright, not my cup of tea. I'm more of a Dire Straits kind of guy. But yeah, I started to learn painting when I was about 14 in the summer holidays and what have you. I got kicked out of school. I went with an old boy who sadly has passed away now. But yeah, on and off, started learning painting when I was 14, got more into it when I got a bit older, and yeah, so 20 odd years.
You're 40 though.
Yeah. Well, how many years is it since I was 14?
More than fucking...
42. 20, yeah, over 20 years. Yeah, that's easier. Mini Motor Madness, hi fellow, do you paint wheels? I do paint wheels, but I hate painting wheels, so I don't offer it as a service. That's your answer. You can't pay me enough to paint wheels, basically. Yeah, if I'm going to get paid 400 quid to paint a set of wheels, I'll do them. But if I ain't interested. If it's going to be 200 quid for a set of wheels, 50 quid a wheel, no. There you go, simple. Absolutely detest doing wheels. But yes, I can paint wheels. I used to refurb wheels a lot when I had my old body shop about 10-15 years ago. Steve and I won't win. Never do, Grant, but good luck everyone. You never know. This is not rigged. I do it fair and square, so everyone's in with a chance. Right, that's them done. Let me catch up with some of these. And then we'll go. I've got some more questions to finish. I think we'll finish them after. Oh my God, you lot have been hammering these questions here. Comments even. Jeez, where am I get to? Metro Tower, no. Pardon me, got to stop drinking Diet Coke. Did you say? Yeah, remember reading that one. Ibusalam, yeah, right. Mr. Mawson, would it be a good choice for you to get an EV van? In the future, I think we'll have to, but apparently the electric like transits and stuff only do about 100 miles, apparently. So I was told, I've not looked into it. Andrew, get a Granada Mark II as a project. No projects are happening just yet. I want some more pennies back in the pot first. Silvermane, you can fit in a Mini. The seat subframe is designed to be rebooted further back and fit a multi steering wheel. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. If I just sat on some cardboard, I'll fit in a classic Mini again. Jim, the paint jobs so far look good. Are you? Oh, I'll just press something. Are you surprised how well they've turned out? Yeah, I am. Yeah, outside it's like, so far anyway, it's the best paint booth I've ever used. Kev G, thanks for answering the question. Have you looked at installing an inverter and running off 12 volt? Kev, yeah, I did. I went down the whole rabbit hole of inverters, having a look, because I was thinking, can I possibly power the whole van off of inverters? And you'd need like a 10 kilowatt jobby, and then I looked and they're like, I can't even fit you on a screen. They're ginormous anyway, the inverters. And then you need a bank of loads of batteries and stuff. So I have kind of looked at all of that. And then to be honest, in the van, I know I've got a gazillion chargers and what have you, but I only use them every now and again. And I only really power the compressor and dryer. And then if the compressor and dryer is powered up, well, I just power the van, it powers everything. But yeah, then I'm out there with a hairdryer and my heat lamp. Excuse me. Yeah, heat lamps, and that's it. So heat lamps are 1500 watt bulbs. So I don't know what the drain is, because I know when you turn something on, it has a big draw and then goes down to whatever it is. So I'm guessing that's 4 kilowatts there just on 2 heat lamps. So yeah, I don't think it's feasible to have an inverter to run the whole van, from what I've looked at anyway. Mark, in relation to the plug question, if you ask if there is a plug socket for the job and they say no, do you then have to say no to it? Cheers. I'm guessing I will, Mark. Yeah, it will either be, have you got another location that the vehicle can be done at? because we don't have a generator on board. That's pretty much what I'm going to have to say, and go from there really. Bond, Scott, Aberdeenshire, question mark. Bit too far, guys. Mr. Phoenix, I used to get some MG Metro Turbo seats for my minis years ago. It used to be 30 quid a pair. Yeah, I bet they ain't 30 quid a pair anymore. Dave Jenkins, I'm just outside Cambridge. If the job was worth it, mate, yeah, I'd drive up that way. Christian, thank you very much. Russ, evening. Can customers still come to you? Where? This is the thing. Don't really want, no offence to anyone, but I don't really want people at my house. Do you know what I mean? Outside. So yeah, no, I haven't really got nowhere for them to come to, and I certainly wouldn't want to be painting outside the old workshop, and I can't do it in the workshop because we've got cars and stuff in there. All the lights have clapped out now where the roof's been leaking for years, and that still needs sorting. They're still not done it. So the wallpaper was your choice, yeah, kind of was, yeah. I was put under a bit of pressure though, needed to be done and picked that day there quickly. Tony, what part of Essex are you? I actually live in Harlow. Just bought my new car today with that built in. What a bummer. Oh, okay. Oh, didn't even know they're done with cameras built in. 087 Mount, evening. Mark Robson, thumbs up, thank you. Happy days. John, yeah, the Vilbus Pro Light, yeah, John agrees. Roger, evening. Right, just got an X5500. How you finding it, John? I liked it, but kind of preferred my Iwata. And vaping builder, yeah, it's correct. It is kind of, it's a matter of taste on spray guns. Everyone has a different preference. Like, I didn't like how it felt in my hand, whereas someone else might have smaller hands or bigger hands than me. I mean, I've got quite big hands, but it is a personal thing with a spray gun. Sometimes it just fits, you know. Well, prime example, the full-size DV1 didn't like it, but the DV1S, the little minigun, it's brilliant. It's the best minigun I've used. So it is a personal thing. Midlife mechanic, hi. Why have you got 2 vacuums on your van? Loving the new content. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you talking about 2 different pipes? I only have one actual vacuum like extraction unit, but one pipe, a lot of pipe work is for the sanders, and the other bit of pipe work is for the hand blocks. If that's what you're asking, hopefully that answers your question. Roger, are you still going to be doing bigger jobs in your unit? At the moment, no. In the future, I don't know. We will look into that, but I'm not recommissioning the old unit just yet. Where's my dash cam? Stephen, we'll get to the draw in a minute. I've got to just read some of these questions and then we do the live draw. Trucking drone. Just bought an FLG5. Yeah, no, FLG5 is a good gun. I'm not saying it's a rubbish gun. It is actually an alright gun. But it has its limitations, and I don't know what else to say about it, really. Yeah, it has its limitations, but it's plenty good enough. Trust me, it's plenty good enough. I could go get an old FLG5 and I could replicate the same finish that I need to, as I do with my current guns. So yeah, it is a blinding gun, and it is a lot better than like a fast mover gun. So you've done nothing wrong, don't worry about that. Bluefield, have you used the Cartech system yet? If so, how would you rate it from the Foreckler G3 system? So I am using the Cartech system. I've used it for the last couple of months. I really like it. I'm not overly mad on Foreckler G3. Well, if you're referring to old G3, I've binned that off years ago. I think it's rubbish. G360 is a good system, but I don't think it's that great. in my opinion, everyone has their own opinion on things. I preferred 3M over the G360, and I actually prefer Cartec over G360 as well. Vaping builder JGA, the Vilbis. I used to have JGAs. If you're talking about the old suction guns, my mate Ron still rocks them. I know he loves them. He won't get rid of it. Dave, you're right. Be honest, Grant. I think spray guns are like snooker players with his cue. So when you get to a certain level of spray gun, you are 100% correct, because they are all good enough or as good as each other. But I'm only saying about cheap. I don't know. It's the wrong word, isn't it? You get to a certain level. If you've got cheaper, lesser brands, they haven't spent the millions in R&R and the development and this and that. But once you get to a certain level of spray gun, they're all the same. Do you see what I mean? So you are 100% right. Whether you prefer an Iwata, I prefer a Sata or a DeVilbiss, they're all in that same league. You are 100% right. S-Class, thank you very much. Norman's in the room, evening. Do you feel sick now knowing what classics are making after scrapping or selling the old cars you have had? Yes, Jeff, we always talk about this. Me, my friends, everyone I meet, we're always. Lee Smith, love watching your quality finishing bodywork and spraying. Thank you very much. Jason, evening. Are you getting rid of the garage now and going mobile, Lukey? Already gone, done. You need to catch up on some videos, mate. I am fully mobile now. Timmy, I've got an FLG5. What's a good minigun, similar quality? If you don't want to spend the money, an A&I minigun, pretty decent atomisation. I was quite impressed with them. I gave them to my old neighbour Kev a couple of years back, but they are a blinding gun for the lesser price bracket. Yeah, really good. Have you still got the Mark II, mate, Stephen? No, mate, that's gone. What clear coat are you using, Joe? Still using Multi-Mix 2 with the Air Dry Plus hardener. 5-minute bake, and I can't see any need to change it, to be fair. I've still got some Spectral. That's not on the van, but I've got it in the workshop. I can chuck that on board if I want to, but in all honesty, it's plenty good enough for what I'm doing. Lee Smith, my Audi A5 coupe needs wheel doing, unfortunately not in my area. Sorry about that, mate. In my day it was Freck the G3. Yeah, G3 was like the go-to. Used to buy, well, we used to buy it in a bucket, and that's how I used to use G3 back in the day. Ed Case, are you enjoying mobile more than a unit? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, really, really different. Really enjoying it. It's a whole new challenge. Really am liking it. It's good. Dad, where's my camera? We're getting to that in a minute. I must be near the bottom of these questions now.
You went far. Keep going.
Fair play on the road. Good luck. Thank you, Ricky. How many cars have you got at the minute, Paul Yates? None. I have my van. The missus has her car. That is all I'm down to. John, yeah, I know, mate. Remember, I've been there. Know it's like, yeah, good. RS69 was the one that got away years ago. What would be your biggest get back car? Probably my Mark II again. Yeah, I'd say so. Kind of regret selling that. I'll be cleaning family first. Yeah, you're right. Mark, it's hard trade, Grant, as you know. You seem a lot happier. Yeah, I am a lot happier. is saying, I love your honesty in the videos, makes me laugh sometimes, funny as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not a fake pretend YouTuber, I'm just me, I just film shit. And, oh, excuse my French. Yeah, it is what it is with me. I'm not Ronsil. That's what it says on the tin. Yeah, it's like that. It's like this camera. Like that actual dash cam is actually decent. It is actually all right. But I was just peed off that I couldn't get stick. And me being me, a lot of you know I'm dyslexic anyway, and I struggle with reading and writing, and I never read instructions. And now it was just like, it was only at the weekend I was sorting the van out, and my mate was like, look, just give me the box, it can't be right, it cannot be 230 quid, it cannot be this crap. Like, and you would never ever know, unless you read the instructions, you would not know that bit of that unit actually turns 90 degrees. I've tried everything, I'm doing the nuts, none of it was moving, like everything. So yeah, that is it with me. I'll just tell you how it is. Christian Healy, been following you for some time now from the old unit. You have grown in quality videos and shown that you're a genuine person and never fail to entertain and make me laugh. Thank you very much. Jeff Cole, I think you must have done a fortune on gadgets for work. You do like a gadget. I do, Jeff. Yeah, you are right. But it's not just a gadget. I like things that make my work better and make my work life easier. I'm not afraid to invest in tools if they are going to make me better or my end product better. 100%. Brooke, did you take your carpets down from the old unit? Yeah, I got them all. They're in my old unit. Yeah, you know what I mean. The unit I still own, my other old unit. Timmy, I've got a 600 Clark garage in a farmer's barn. Oh me, no stress and love it. All my gear is portable. Everything goes back on the van. Yeah, mate. Yeah, 100%. When the stress of business is took away, it just makes things so much better and more enjoyable. I'm a Dire Straits fan, there we go. Yeah, game on. Let's crack on to love your dedication and professionalism. You're a top guy, good luck. Thank you very much. Bill Griffiths, does Mrs. Grant like the new hours? Yeah, she sees me more. She gets angry with me a lot more because she's stressed that I'm at home now. No, to be honest, this week I have actually. Well, have I been home early?
No, you haven't.
I've been
Later tonight.
I've been going to work and then going sort the van, going up the yard, do this, do that. So I've had a lot on this week, to be honest. But I have been home. I've been home today.
It's no different, really.
How far do you travel? I'm near Braintree. Do you cover this area? John Roberts. Yeah, Braintree, no problem. Up the road from me. I'll cover Braintree. Very little interest in paint repair.
I like that word, riveting.
Terry Grant. I have very little interest in paint repairs, but I find your videos riveting even more now that you are on the road. Thank you very much, Terry.
Good word. Riveting.
Educate the Honda EU10 or EU20 generators are awesome. Almost silent and small, great bit of kit. Yeah, I just don't know what kVA they are and what they would power. That's the problem with generators. But I will, like I said earlier, I'll cross that bridge when we come to that. But at the moment, everyone seems to have a plug to plug into and there's not been an issue at all. Right, shall we... I don't even know if I'm near the bottom. I'm nowhere near the bottom. Oh, am I? Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are near the bottom.
Mr. Wayno, evening Grant, did you keep your car lift or did you let go of the unit? Yeah, no. So what happened was, everything I didn't need I sold. But the guy that I sold it to wanted to take the workshop over. So I spoke to the landlords and managed to get the lease transferred over and everything. So I sold everything I didn't want. I basically walked away with money in my pocket and the lease out of my name, no more headache. Where did I get to? Mark Robinson, start up on a compressor, it's a mega drain. You would need some size inverter to start. Yeah, that's what I was looking into, Mark. It was working out like 10 kilowatt inverter. It was just stupid. Oh, man. Ricky, you're not doing any cars from Copart, etc. anymore. I'm not going to say I'm not, because I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the future. It's just watch this space, because at the moment I've gone through a hell of a lot, and I don't know how rich you lot think I am, but I am not. And the amount of money that I've had to pay out is unbelievable. It would have absolutely destroyed a lot of people, and getting them bills sorted was no mean feat, let me tell you. But I am not a millionaire, and I earn sod all from YouTube. Please bear with me. I am a broken man. I've had to sell my baby, and I will be back on my feet soon, and then we'll have a look at what projects or toys may come in the future. But yeah. Yeah, and she wants another motor. She's not happy with her car, so I've got to save up for that as well. Rob, didn't know you was live tonight. Just got back from walking the dog. Missed the start. Love your work, by the way. Thank you. Stephen, did you think about getting a higher top van to stand up? Yes, I did. I looked at all of my options in the beginning, and what a lot of people don't realise is there's a lot of houses you have to go to, and the parking area is under like an undercroft underneath. So, and you obviously would lose a lot of work not being able to go into them kind of places. So it kind of put me off with height restrictions and stuff. So that's why I just went for a normal van, and also parking at home. I didn't want a giant van outside the house. I haven't got off-street parking. We have to, well, what's that there? Classed as communal car park, what I have to use, and didn't want a massive sprinter out there for argument's sake. Midlife mechanic, if you could get one, what would your next project car be or toy be? Yeah, I'm kind of toying with the idea of another classic Mini at the moment. I don't know why, but I like size Mini, and I like Minis in general. I think they're cool. And my mate Dave's getting a Mini, and I'm kind of got the bug. I'm thinking, oh, should I get a Mini? I don't know. I know someone's got a Mini. I could buy a Mini right now. It needs a bit of work, but it's not terrible. And I am considering it, and I can have it for a reasonable price. And I just thought, be cool videos to do every now and again when I get a chance to work on it. We'd paint it up nice, put some nice wheels on it, wide arches, all that. So yeah, don't know yet. Don't know. It might be a minute. Dean, Grant, Diet Coke or normal? Ready for a job on Wednesday? Always Diet Coke. I can't drink normal Coke. Mark, right, how do I enter? You have to go back to the other video, the first review video, and you had to leave a comment on that, and you've probably got less than a minute left to get over there and do that, because we're going to go to the live draw in a minute, then we'll read the other questions, and then we're sorted. What?
Just let them know I haven't got COVID. Someone's asking if you've got COVID.
No, the missus ain't got COVID. I don't know where the question come from. She's got hay fever. I live in Devon. Just wish you was someone like you down here. Thanks, Mark. I'd love to move to Devon or Cornwall. It's lovely down there.
Can we go on holiday then?
Paul, do you still have a smart car? No, I sold the smart car. Bought a little Fiesta diesel. I was bored of the smart car. This was nothing to do with selling up and moving on. I wanted something a bit more comfy, so I thought, I'll get a Fiesta van. I loved my Fiesta van. And I thought, no, sod that. I'm not paying commercial road tax. It's like, I can't remember how much it was, $240 for a van. If you get the cars for zero road tax, I actually bought a Zetec S diesel car. And then conversation and the going mobile thing became a thing. So I thought, well, once I bought a van, I thought, well, I might as well just sell the Fiesta. I'm not going to use it. So yeah, that's what happened. 419 Brian Grant, what's the best product to get light scratches out? Thanks, Brian. It'd always be a compound and then a finer compound afterwards. Mark, what are you doing with your old workshop? Keeping the old workshop. Oh, are you referring to? Yeah, I presume you mean my old workshop. We just store cars and stuff in there, and now I put some of my painting gear in there. Mister, do you think you will have more time for yourself and family since going mobile? Yeah, as of sort of next week onwards, I've got nothing much else to do after work, so I'll be at home. Stephen, same I am. I think that says dyslexic. Yeah. So, Project Man evening. If I win the lottery, I will track your Mark II down and bite it back for you, mate. I had regrets of cars that I've had to sell and feel your pain. Yeah, thanks, mate. Although I don't even do the lottery, but I've got to start doing it.
I do it.
Rolly G, has Manscaped been in touch yet? No, they haven't. It's I think it's you shave your bits, dear. It's like a beard trimmer. Going to work and then pub. Mark, I don't really drink, so I don't go pub anymore. Mark, what's the furthest you would travel for a mobile job? Hour and a half sort of thing from me, depending if it's worth it. I'm not going to go travel an hour and a half for a £175 job. It's just uneconomical. It's not worth it. If the job was like tomorrow's job, I think I've charged them £4.50 for tomorrow's job. It's a reasonable repair and a bumper corner, but that's round the corner, so it's one of them. But if that was an hour away, I'd consider it. Craig, thank you. Ryder, Brendan, do you use a Spectro when you paint match? You look less stressed now. Yeah, I'm less stressed now. No, I would like a Spectro, but do you know what? This Leclerc hydrofan I'm using, every colour I've mixed so far has been bang on. I am really impressed with it. Mark, is Mrs. G your moderator? She kind of is my moderator. She tells me what things say. She's my admin, aren't you, dear?
Yes, sweetheart.
Yeah, she's my admin. I'm like that on Diet Coke and burp like hell. Yeah, I've run out of water. I drink a lot of water as well. Jeff Cole, not rich, too many mates rates. Yeah, sounds about right. Another day in paradise. Evening Grant, channel liking a new way forward. Thank you. Anthony Campbell, you're top of your game. Enjoy watching your videos. Don't undersell yourself. Price accordingly. You're worth top dollar. Thank you very much. I really should get the camera. As my comment has always been pinned with at least 12 or so. Oh God. Right, you lot are chatting too much. I still ain't at the bottom. I am at the bottom. Thank God for that.
That's what I said to you, there's not many more.
Keep up the content. Thanks, Mark. Right, okay, let's do this, shall we? Come on, we've been rattling on for an hour and I've still got other questions to read out. Oh, right. Let me turn you round. I don't remember how to use this iPad. There with, don't know what I'm touching here. That's it, that button. You're looking at the table. You should see my ugly mug in a minute. Yeah, let me move this a little bit. Right, I've got to get my hand around there to use the mouse. This is very awkward. I wish I knew how to do computer stuff. Right, so we need to copy that link. Copy. We need to go to random comment picker on YouTube, which is here. You can see that I haven't started. And we need to paste that in now and get YouTube comments, and it's doing its thing. Okay, so it's now picked 228 comments. There, let's press start. You ready for this? Let's see who's won. 53 Super Steve. You are the winner of the ondash x4s dash cam. Are you on here? Are you in the live? Because your names on YouTube might be different to what you're commenting on here. I don't actually know. But congratulations anyway, Super Steve. You can contact me any which way that you feel like. Any one of my videos has got all my contact details in the description. So yeah, that's that done. Congratulations on that. Is he on the live?
Yeah.
Right, well, the missus reckons you're on the live. I can't see the comments
Yes,
here.
I am.
53 Super Steve, yes you are. There we go, I can see you comment. Right, you are what? You are the proud owner of a Vantru dashcam. If you'd like to contact me, just go on any of my YouTube videos and just open the description. You can do it on your phone or on a computer or wherever you watch it. And give us a shout tomorrow and I'll get it posted out to you. I bet you're in Scotland or something like that, aren't you? I was going to say, if you're near me, you can come and collect it. But yeah, congratulations. Well done. More chance of winning a lotto, there you go. Yeah. Well, to be fair, there's only 200 odd comments on that, so 228. That's quite good odds. But I am getting fed up with reviewing shit. Got to stop swearing, sorry. Right, let me find these questions. Gloucester, oh yeah, a bit too far, we'll post that. Yeah, I never win nothing, don't worry, you're not the only one. Right, let's find these questions. I've got to finish these questions and the Instagram questions. You lot chat too much on here, so I've got to get through these because there's probably some people waiting for me to read this out. Did I read them? Review. Right, I've read them, haven't I? Yeah. These ones I haven't read. Right, okay. Let's get to these. Let's get these sorted. I read that. Oh, I've read that. Oh, it must just be Instagram we got left. Right, sorted then. Let's get on them. Top quality work, thank you. Tell me about it. Did you sell the White Mark II? Yes, I did. Steve RDF, I think that says. What brand is the green tape you use on the Tesla video? It is Q1, I believe. Yeah, Q1. It's their moisture resistant, I believe. Yeah. Moisture resistant tape. Anyway, I was fed up with Indasa lately. The last few boxes I've bought of Indasa, they're leaving loads of residue behind. Right, so most of the Instagram questions are the same as the Facebook questions, so we're done on them. I'll have a little quick browse through the rest of this lot and then I'll let you lot get on with your evening. I'm dying for a vape. Was it for bad luck or never? More chance of winning a lotto. Well done. Congratulations. Didn't read the instructions. No, I don't. I'm a typical bloke, but the way that this dash cam works, you would never ever think that it twists where it twists. I have two ANI 160 awesome guns for the money. Yeah, they definitely are awesome for the money. I use Q1, the yellow one, John. Yeah, I've not had it yellow. I just thought, you know what, I'll just buy both greens. So I've changed from using 2-inch tape to, I think it's 1.5 inch tape and 1 inch, but I don't hardly ever use 1 inch, but you do need some 1 inch to go around certain shapes. But it's more economical to use 1.5 inch than it is the 2, because you get X amount of rolls more. So that's what I'm learning to live with at the moment. But yeah, that is it. I think we're pretty much caught up. Anyone got any other questions on here on the live before I bugger off? I am going to have a quick cheeky vape. Basically, I don't vape indoors when we got baby, and then when other babies grew up, I didn't mind as long as the window was cracked open. He's over there, miles away. Oh, 87 now. What happened with the 5 turbo and the Connect turbo? I've been asleep. So the 5 turbo, that other workshop come up that I've just moved out of, and it was like, right, I've got to go do something for a living now. So I opened that workshop up and I sold the 5 as it was, and then the van just got sold. I didn't ever use it. Dave stopped using it, and then that was it. So the van got sold. Mark for them. You can fix a car, but you can't work a dash cam. Yeah, that is right. Wine o'clock, Norman. Yeah, for the missus it is. Thank you for the live show, Grant. You should make it a regular thing. All the best. Yeah, we can look into that. What flavour vape you using, Joe? Custard. I only vape custard. I make my own. I used to have a e-liquid company years ago, and then they brought all rules in, so I had to either pay thousands to put it through the TPD regulations or open a vape shop, and I ended up opening a vape shop and then another one, and that's sort of how my life went from there. But yeah, I make my own e-liquid. What mod do you use in the vape? Limelight Gloom. I've got about 10 of them. This one's battered and all now, but they are pretty durable. Yeah, that is it. Right, I am going to call that a night, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go and chill out. Thanks for watching, and I don't know how many videos I'm planning on making next week. I kind of want to get my head down. I might film tomorrow's video. We've got a Volvo, I think it's a 17 plate Volvo, rear quarter repair, and a bumper corner. So yeah, I might try and film that. I'll see what it's like, and we'll go from there. But yeah, there'll be plenty more videos coming. So yeah, have a good evening, everyone. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Laters.